Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of calculating interest. This is standard 8.12D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 41 off the 2016 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So Nicholas has got $650 altogether and deposited into two different savings accounts. You see the $650 split up into $400 and the $250. So account 1, it's going to be 3.5% simple interest. Account 2 is 3.25%, so really that's 3.25 compounded interest, and no additional deposits or withdrawals, and we need the closest total balance after 2 years. All right, so all that information is going to be very helpful. So really what we're looking at is we are looking at account 1, and then we need to add that to account 2. All right, so let's start substituting. What do we know about account 1? Account 1 is simple interest, right? So simple interest, I'm just going to label that SI. That's principal times rate times time, PRT, principal rate time. So the principal is not the 650, it's the 400. Okay, so that's the 400 times the rate, 3.5%. So we need to turn that into a decimal if we want to multiply it. So 3.5%. We're going to move it over once, twice. 0.035 times, time is 2 years. Okay, so this is what we need to plug in order to get our account 1. Now account 2, compound interest. That has a different formula. So it is principal, but you're going to multiply it by 1 plus the rate. So you want to make that a little bit over 1. And you're going to square that first by the time, or raise it to the power of the time. In this case, we are going to square it because it's going to be to the power of 2. So that's going to be kind of interesting. So our principal here is 250. And then let's make that brackets here because we're going to have some parentheses inside. It's going to be 1 plus, what is our interest rate? 3.25%. So that's going to be 3.25%. So we're going to make it 1, 2 decimals, 0.0325, and we need to raise that to the power of the time. It's 2 years, so we're going to square it. So there we go. Looks pretty simple. Let's get our calculators out. Let's just simplify each of these accounts here. So account 1, 400 times 0.035. That's 14 times 2. Wow, $28. That's how much interest you've got. That's not going to be very fun, so that's going to be the interest for account 1. Not a whole lot there. Okay. Let me see what I've got here. So in account 2, we need to take care of our parentheses first. So 1.0325, that's what those two added together is. We're going to square that. Okay. And then we're going to multiply that by the 250. And that's going to be 266.5. You notice this just gave me my interest. So I actually need to bring this original principal back in, that 400 plus the 28. Okay. So let's add the 400 plus the 28 plus this 266.5. We're going to get our answer of 294.51.